Hello sailors and welcome back to France. This week we leave La Rochelle for Bilbao in Spain via 200 nautical miles of Biscay. It's our first overnight passage and won't be without drama.
This is not a drill, this is not clickbait. We are being circled by two orcas at the moment and they're massive.
Spoiler, we live to tell the tale.
Viva España!
If you're new here, I'm Faye, this is Rob, and this is the star of the show, Captain Yewy. We hope you enjoy crewing with us once more, sailors.
Right, time to get the main up. Done. So, do you think we've got enough wind for the Genoa?
There's only one way to find out. It's on the beam, it's very light, so it should fill. It's not going to be shadowed by the main or anything like that, so we'll get it out and see.
Let's find out. Now that the sails are up and we're underway, it's time to see if Yewy wants any breakfast and to get us a cup of tea. Very important.
Good morning!
Good morning.
Hey, it never fails to wake you up, does it, this kind of thing in the morning?
Meanwhile, Snoozy.
Well, we would take this for the journey because we're on our way to España, to Bilbao. We're going to Bilbao. Couple of reasons. One, we can see a friend in Bilbao, which is great, and it's 50 miles less than going to Gijón. We're not going to be doing 7.6 knots the whole way, that's for certain, because the wind is going to be really light. It's going to be dying off during the day, which is kind of what it does, and it's going to be a bit heavier in the afternoon and in the evenings. So we're taking this at the moment. We've got the engine on as well, just until we get around this corner and get on our sailing angle. But yeah, we should be there.
It's some point between 9 in the morning and 6 at night.
Yep, tomorrow. So really happy about that. Up at the crack of dawn this morning, everything's sorted out, we're on our way, we've got our meal plan, we've got our logbook going. The wind should be, like I say, a bit too light for the journey, but looking at the weekend, the forecast, it was getting up to the 30s again, which is not what you always hear stories about Biscay. There's lots of different names for Biscay. I don't think I've heard a positive name for Biscay, and 30 knots in Biscay sounds like
Pants.
sounds like underpants, doesn't
Yeah.
it? So we're going to take this lighter weather window. It's going to mean that we need to use a bit more fuel. However, at 50 odd euros a night in the marina as well here, then you know, it's not going to work out all right, I think. Let's see.
Ooh.
Ooh,
We got some heel going.
we do. Oh. Sea state's taking a turn for the worse as we get around this headland here. We've got some inevitable overfalls as the tide is going with us and the wind is going slightly against us. We're upwind at the moment. All looks flat calm on the camera, of course. But this is what happens when you get deep water, come into shallow water, come into headlands with tides and wind. And it should ease off quite nicely when we get around the corner.
We've just gone into neutral to see if we can get about 6 knots just on the sails. We have
7 knots forecast this morning. Not true. I hope it stays though like this. It must be what, force 4 at least, because well, it's well over a force 4. It's a force 5. It's great sailing. 7.2 knots, we'll take that, won't we?
Oh yes. And the engine's off, we are sailing. Woohoo! And we're pointing at Spain.
We're pointing at Spain, we're doing 7.3 knots. This will not last. It will die off.
But for now.
Yes, enjoy.
Yes.
So after our Vang issues the other day, where it kind of came off the mast, what it taught me was that it's good to have visual checks of your rigging and stuff like that, but maybe go around and physically check, is anything going loose and stuff as well as visual. So I was just kind of walking through the boat there, and I noticed a bit of a squeak, and it's coming from around the boom and the mast somewhere. It's too noisy with the sea and stuff, so I can't really work out where it is. But just been up and give everything a bit of a spray with the dry PTFE spray, and it hasn't worked because the squeak's still there, but everything should be a bit more lubed, which is always a good thing. Yeah. We are in the middle of the sea now. There's no land anywhere. We just saw a fishing ship, but that's about it. The sea state hasn't been very good. 3 foot swell every 6 seconds on the stern quarter there. It's moved around to the beam, and it means we've been, especially earlier on before the water got really deep, the apparent wind angle was terrible for the mainsail, even though we weren't in a particularly deep broad reach. The swell was as such where it was just clattering all over the place. So we've put the preventer on, which has really sorted that out, and I'm also pleased to say that the wind has not abated so far as well. It's still on, which is really, really nice. I expected to have the engine on for 20, 30, 40 hours. We filled up this morning in La Rochelle in preparation for it. So yeah, this is we will take this. We're doing 7 knots on nearly a broad reach. Everyone's settling in. Yewy's had a wee. She's just been to the bow, and she's been celebrating by having a duck fillet, and now she's having some chow chow.
Yeah, she's a very good girl.
So I'm really pleased about that. Whenever we do these long passages, it's always the dog I'm worried about. I'm not bothered about me. I know me and Faye can, hang on for hours and be okay, and I know the boat's fine, but I always worry about the dog. So she's behaving well, which is always a bloody good sign.
And we solved the squeak. We solved the squeak, it was the Vang. So that's had some silicone spray.
The squeaky Vang. Yeah, the Vang that came off the other day. I'm thinking cause, I'm thinking effect, I'm thinking what's going on there, So we did renew the gooseneck because it had been particularly worn after 20 odd years. We replaced the gooseneck in the winter, and I think we should probably have done the Vang at the same time. Something to look at in the winter this year, because it's not going to get done now. But we put some silicone spray on it, and it stopped the squeak for now, so hopefully it stays off. It was bloody annoying squeak, mind. Any squeaks on a boat's annoying. Yeah.
We are having a lovely prawn and avocado salad for lunch, and I can't wait, and it's going to be perfect for this nice sunny day. You're right there.
I think if I hadn't been living on a boat for a few months, I'd be spewing everywhere. But I have, so it's alright.
Thank you so much. Love it. Toasted bread. We've got a mustard mayo dressing, and we've got a little doglet who would love to have one of the prawns. I'm sure that can be arranged. Hello. Would you like a prawn? Oh, yum, yum, yum.
Yum, yum.
Last one. Oh, good girl. Is that nice? Yeah.
The wind forecast has not been accurate again. It was supposed to be coming from the north, and like I said before, we were supposed to get bugger all, but here we are. It's coming from west northwest, so more western at the north really, and that means we're on a reach. I mean, I'm not going to complain about that. The wind was supposed to be single digits. I'd say we've got about 10 to 12 knots, something like that. I mean, if Carlsberg did Biscay crossings, this is probably what you'd order. I mean, I'm not going to have a beer. I'd love a beer actually, wouldn't I? The sun is past the yard arm, or in this case past the mainsail, so it's quite shaded in the cockpit, and it's a bit nippy actually. Faye's actually gone to the Faye's gone onto the deck a bit to get some sun. So yeah, this is actually really, really nice. I can't complain. And that's what I meant to say. The sea state has calmed down so much. None of that like massive sideways swell now. Maybe it's because we're in significantly deeper water. We're at 60 metres. That's a lot deeper than we were in earlier. But yeah, that's such a nice thing. There's no sails flapping about. There's no artificial jives with the apparent wind flying everywhere. So yeah, this is just champagne sailing, but without the champagne. Think about how far Yewy's come as a sailor as well. The first time we got her on the boat, she didn't have a clue what was going on, bless you, did you? She was absolutely terrified. I was concerned, you know, is she going to be one of those dogs where they just see the boat and they run a mile? I've spoken to a few people whose dogs, wouldn't go anywhere near the boat. And now she's having a nice snooze as we're crossing Biscay. She's done great. "12 hours in, 72 miles done, 6 knots average. Can't complain, sailed the whole way. There is nothing around us, obviously. But the wind's starting to die, so our speed's reduced. It reduced to 3.9 knots a second ago. We're back up now. It does obviously come up and down. Back up to 5 knots now, but we're not going to be making 6 knots, that's for certain. So we should be getting in, I would say, tomorrow afternoon at some point. Wind was forecast to die off overnight. But given that it hasn't done anything that it was forecast to today, that remains to be seen whether or not that will happen. But it is what time is it? What time is it?
It's going up to 6.
6 o'clock, it's tea time. Good thing about having a freezer is that you can batch cook, which I did. I took some Tupperware out this morning. I couldn't even remember what I made. It's a chicken curry, the one where I slipped with the habaneros. So we're going to have that with some couscous, because couscous is just easier and quicker to cook. That's rice. We're going to sit and enjoy that. Let's do it.
Alright, we're 14 hours in now, and we managed to sail pretty much up until about 10 minutes ago when we decided to pop the engine on, because otherwise, we were dropping down to sort of 3.5, 4 knots overnight, and we figured we didn't want to stay out for 2 days, so we might as well pop the engine on for now. We can turn it off later if we need to. The sun is starting to dip towards the horizon. It's getting nice and pretty. We've had our tea, we're very comfortable, and Yewy is playing.
Yewy.
Yeah, so we're just starting to get settled down for the night, just getting cozy, and hopefully going to get a nice sunset, and if some of these clouds go away, maybe some nice stars. horizon, Yewy. What was it?
Pirates!
Pirates! And you need to bark at them? I don't think they can hear you from over here.
They were
Yewy.
coming to take me biscuits.
Oh, Yewy! Defender of reach out. You good girl.
Okay, 20 past 10 at night. That's what, 15 hours we've been on the go. Almost halfway. We're getting tucked in now in the cockpit. It's pretty warm, but it gets a bit more humid and therefore a bit more cold at night. The sun's just setting over there, which is beautiful. And at this rate, we'll be there at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. It's our first proper night sail. We've done night sailing before. This is the first one where like we've been out all day and then we've gone all through the night.
Yeah, we've gone into the night and we've come out of the night, but we haven't gone through both the sunset and the sunrise before.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, not nervous, not anything. Apart from the fact that I thought, well, you're not going to get any pots out here, are you? And guess what I saw at sunset? 2 pots. I've never seen pots for hours.
We're in like 200 metres of depth as well.
Well, we were at the time. I know. Bloody hell.
Madness.
I don't know how that works. So, what's it like sailing in the dark? It's just like sailing in the day, except you can't see anything. And the pots are the number one thing. So I'm hoping now we're off the continental shelf now, so it's mega deep. Our depth sounder is showing 3.6 metres. Yeah, we might have gone to sleep. So there shouldn't be any pots off the continental shelf, I would imagine. So yeah, a bit longer the nights here. It's I think last summer you were lucky to get 4 or 5 hours really in Blighty, but we're 10 degrees south now of where we usually live, which is 55 degrees north. So the nights are a bit longer. It doesn't get light until about 6 o'clock at the moment. And yeah, it's dark at like 11. It'll be dark in half hour. So we've got like 7 hours of dark. I've got feeling pretty good about it. Don't really mind. Should be in Bilbao. Ready for some tapas. Maybe some sherry. Sherry Niles.
Yes. It's nearly midnight and the stars are amazing out here, aren't they?
Unreal.
We've had satellites, shooting stars.
So many satellites. I can't believe it. I spot them every few seconds, whizzing across the sky. Is that Elon Musk and the Starlink?
Maybe.
Well, it is a good product, mine, I must say. It
like
does
that
work
Starlink.
very well.
Seen a few planets.
Planets, shooting stars, going unreal. I can't remember. I mean, we went to South America to see the skies. It's so weird when you look away and then you go, it's again,
And little Yewy's just having a cuddle. She stopped barking at everything now.
She likes to park at the sea
Yeah,
and fenders.
and lights.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the stars.
Yeah.
Hi, it's about, I think like 20 to 4 now, 4 to 4. Yeah, still very peaceful. We've put the Genoa away. Rob's below deck trying to get a bit of sleep, but I don't think he will. I think he's just lying down with his eyes closed. I've just been up here with Yewy. Yewy's still all cozy. She's so warm. She's like having a hot water bottle on your lap. It's really nice. Morning. Sails are down now. Don't know if you can hear me. I'm whispering because Rob's asleep downstairs and Yewy is asleep over there, very cute. Yeah, so coming out of the night, there was some weird flashing lights on the horizon, and then nothing was showing up on AIS, so we just edged a bit to starboard to avoid them. Through the binoculars, it looked like red, white, red, but they were flashing, so it was a bit weird, and they looked to be like quite high above the horizon, so I don't know. Land! I see land. We've got our cups of tea, Yewy's got her food, Rob's awake. Yeah, all good. Sea is lovely and flat. Patches of blue sky, always nice. Great big container ship over there. No idea if you can see it or not. Yeah, still a little bit of sunrise over there. Very nice.
This is not a drill, this is not clickbait. We are being circled by 2 orcas at the moment, and they're massive.
Yeah, I thought I saw one. I was at the bow. Yewy was having a wee, and then I shouted Orca. Okay, they're a bit further away now.
I can see.
But yeah, they came really close to the boat. You could see the black and white pattern on them.
They had a very, very good look at the rudder. We've just spotted them up over yonder, over there. Yeah. There's not a lot we can do because we're going as quick as we can to Spain anyway. But I am shaking in my boots, literally.
Me too.
It looks as though they're just over there though.
Yeah, they came in pretty damn close.
Yeah, you could see it in the water.
And it's weird because any other part of the world it would be such a privilege.
It would be a privilege. Holy shit, we need to keep our eyes peeled.
Yeah,
Pardon my
do,
Spanish.
I saw fins over that way earlier, and
Yeah.
I thought like, whoa, they are big dolphin. And then it got me thinking like, well, they are very big and the fins are very dark.
Yeah, it's so.
Okay.
I mean, they don't look to be chasing us though.
No.
So we've put some more beans on the engine. We're doing 6 knots now, which is bugger all.
Yewy's having a breakfast.
Yewy's eating a munch. There's 2 of them over there, isn't there?
Yeah, there's 2. Yeah, I saw them come in as a 2 there. Okay, I'm calming down a little bit now that they're kind of circled around that way. Wow. Okay, we'll keep you posted. We're calming down a little bit now, but wow. Yeah, we can still see them. We can still see them off in the distance. And it's just crazy how far away you can still see them. They were
That's
huge.
because they're big.
But yeah, they came. So I saw them over here, and then I realised there was 2 of them, and then whoosh, they came down here, out over here. Must have had a good look at the
They did. They had a good look. I mean, that's when I saw. I could just see like turquoise water, and then you know when you can see like something in the water, and it was absolutely massive. Wow. I mean, bloody hell, you know. And its face was at the rudder. It was looking at us at the rudder, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, this is happening.
And I thought, well, what can I do? What can I do? And there's like, nothing I can do. I'm 40 odd miles offshore. All I can do is what I'm doing at the moment. And I was like, I'll put more beans on, and we went from 5.2 to 6 knots, because that 0.8 of a knot's going to make all the difference. But anyway, we shouldn't get too complacent, like, because they could be calling in backup. They could be bringing in BA Baracus and the A team.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, I mean, you're just helpless though. And nothing's actually happened to us.
All we have is
and we're freaked out. We can't hit them with the radio.
We've got Yewy. Well, she's snoozing, but at least she's looking at the stern. She's keeping a watch. Oh my god. We need some breakfast.
We do need some breakfast, because if we're going to fight off a pod of orcas, then is it a pod of orcas?
Probably, because it's a pod of dolphins and they're just massive dolphins.
Yeah.
We'll find out as soon as we've got phone signal.
We're going to fight them off. We're going to need some. I honestly thought they saw the ensign and they thought, nah. And And once they saw the Northumbrian flag as well, they're like, oh, you know, these are going to taste like too.
There's a Geordie and Macam and a Welsh terrier on there. No thanks.
How do you like your eggs in the morning? I like mine with a kiss. And other than that, ham and cheese.
Yes, looks awesome.
Da, 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 da. Thank you, France. What a place. Loved it. Da 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 da. Why have I got a big
Oh, all our flags are very nicely coordinated.
They are. Viva España! Come on, tapas. Oh, actually no. Customs and immigration. Where is it? I don't know.
I don't think we're going to be able to do it today.
I have no idea. Literally no idea where to go or what to do. So we shall find out, hopefully. Well,
Wow.
200 miles,
When you're
2 days, good going. We're all tired now, but we're in Spain, yes, and we are transitos, I think. Don't quite know. Lots of nods, smiles, pats on the back. There you go. There's the customs done. We think, you know, we've got our receipts and stuff. If anyone challenges us, you know, we've been told that by a port official. So we'll see. But for now, dos bien, mate, por favor.
Cheers, sailors. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, or buy us a coffee. See you next time.